Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using mostly all brand new products, and I'm also I'm also going to be doing a little chit chat about my health and update. So yeah, I know you guys have been wanting to know, and I have been wanting to share with you what is going on. If you are new here, I have a lot of health things, so you'll get to hear about it. And I also have had a lot of new products come in with boxes and like subscription boxes, and then just some products I've been wanting to try that I haven't tried yet. And with my Shop My Stashes and just so many products that I have, the only way I'm going to be able to try all of them is do a first impressions for you guys. I mean, obviously I could try all of them off camera, but I also needed to do a get ready with me to talk about the health stuff that you guys have wanting to know about. I can't speak today, okay? That you guys have wanting to have been wanting to know about. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to start out with primer. I'll scoot you guys in a little bit. I put my primer on and then I let it sit for a little bit, so I'm going to do that and I'll be back to do all the face stuff. But I got this Dermablend Insta Grip Jelly Primer. So this is just a little packet. So I'm going to use this, like, if you guys seen me do a get ready with me, I put a pore filling primer in this area here, and then I use some kind of sticky primer around the rest of it. So like the Smashbox Photo Finish, what's the one I've been using recently? The L'Oreal Glow something, I don't know. And then I'll put something pore filling like the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, the Cover FX the blurring primer, something like that. So today I have got this blur stick from Milk Makeup. This one I got in a box. I don't remember which box I got it in, but I'm going to try that. And then I'm going to try the Clinique Even Better makeup. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm using, but I'm not going to talk a lot about it while I'm using it. So this I got for a free gift with purchase from Ulta. It was the Platinum Diamond reward for the month, 1 month. And then I picked this CoverGirl concealer up. Somehow I use a ton of concealer. I don't feel like I use a lot. I don't have a ton to conceal. I don't use a ton under my eyes, but I seem to go through them like crazy. So I got this one when it was on sale just to give it a try. It's part of their new line, like new a half a year ago line. So anyways, I have this in Fair, which it may be too fair now that it's summer. And then this one I got in Alabaster, number 10. So I'm going to start with this jelly primer. Let me move you guys in a little bit. It's definitely a more tacky. It's obviously clear. It's a more tacky one. Insta Grip Jelly Primer. Am I going to be able to tell you guys chit chat and do this? I have a problem with, I still want to tell you about all the products that I'm using. Okay, so health. I'll just kind of summarize where it started at. So for the past couple years, I was getting strep. This is before my tonsillectomy. You guys know I had a tonsillectomy. I was getting strep like 6 to 7 times a spring. So the year was probably even more, but spring was always a really rough time for me. I need a mirror. So after so many years of that, they decided to take my tonsils out because that's usually the fix remedy for that many times of strep. What was the other one I tried? Like, oh, Smashbox had one like this. I've heard people say they really like this one, so we'll see. And then I always fill my lines with it right there. So last October, I had a tonsillectomy, and I pretty much was sick since then. So after continually going to the doctor, he thought, you know what, maybe we should send you to an immunologist. You're sick a lot. I'm like, yeah, you think? Because I mean, like before I went to the immunologist the first time, I had a 3-week streak of health, and that was like a record for me for health for a couple years. I mean, I am always sick. Some kind of upper respiratory infection or ear infection, strep, something like that. Always sick. And like, when I'm sick, it's not like oh, I got a little cold. It's like I am in bed out for several days. So my body just wasn't recovering from the illnesses as well. So went to the immunologist. I can go ahead and start with my eye primer here. And I find that letting your primer sit keeps it from pilling so much, which happens more, I think, when you're wearing sunscreen, and I always am wearing sunscreen. So if you're wearing sunscreen and you're finding that it pills all the time, you may want to try letting your primer set. I let my sunscreen set for a while as well. Let me get my beauty blender. So I went to the immunologist and she decided that we were going to do allergy testing as well as immunology testing, lots of blood tests. And I had to go back to get more allergy testing done because my first one showed up. I mean, I was allergic to like everything. So they wanted to do further testing on even more foods. So they did all of the outside allergens. I was allergic to everything. I am going to try out, I showed this in a haul, the Beauty Bakery setting powder. And here it is. It's got a little sifter in there. I don't know if you can see that very well. That's cute. Flower. And you know what else? Like, if you've got this kind of issues, this might be good information for you. Oh, that might be a good shade, actually. So she thought one issue could be that there could be a couple things. One could be that because I was allergic to everything outside, and I've had sinus surgery before, pretty much my system is just a mess. You have to laugh about it though, or you will just cry about it all the time. So I had sinus surgery, but she said it was still like, there's still some up there that doesn't look completely clear, I guess. So she said one thing could be that since I'm allergic to everything, the allergens are getting stuck up there, and then the bacteria are getting stuck to the allergens, and then, you know, they can't clear themselves out, and my immune system can't fight them, so that's causing me to always be sick. And the other thing could obviously be my immunology. So what they did one thing they did to test that, they tested lots of things, you know, thyroid, blood, whatever, all that stuff. One thing they did to test the immunology was I guess this test, okay, I don't know the terminology of everything. I just have a general idea of what's going on with me. So one thing they did was they tested my blood, and then they gave me the Pneumovax, which is a vaccine with 24 titers, I think. And those, like 24 different viruses it spans against, it blocks against, something like that. Alright, I gotta see, since this is my first time using this, I don't know about this. It's not bad. We'll see how it does throughout the day. Ooh, this eye is not... Is this the concealer, I wonder? We'll have to do some testing on this with different concealers and stuff. Right now, I don't know. So they test that, then they give you the vaccine, and then they retest your blood to see if your blood has built up the immunities or antibodies from the vaccine, right? Because vaccines are meant to build up your antibodies to a specific virus. So obviously there are no vaccines for strep though. So in the meantime, I got strep two more times in the meantime of when this blood test was going on. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Did I really just have my tonsils out, spend all of that money, all that time recovering, and I'm now still getting strep? So I go in to get the blood tested again. Boy, I don't know, this foundation might be okay for it being free. I don't have a new bronzer or highlighter that I know of. I do have a new blush. I got this Too Faced Tutti Frutti blush in strawberry for a diamond reward in, I think, 2018. And I've never tried it yet, so I'm going to try it today. Super pretty. Look at that. I've heard that these are really good. So I'm just going to use like a mix. of the 2 shades. So she's like, so from the pre-test of the titers, oh, this smells like berries. I had one virus that I was immune against. Immune against, yes. One virus. She said normally people your age have like in the upper teens. So she said what it looks like is happening is your body is not building antibodies. So every time you get a virus, it's brand new to your body, which is why I'm sick all the time, because it's like I'm always getting new viruses. Which is probably the reason I'm always getting strep, which I don't know if I needed my tonsils out or not. And then that was like, I'm over it now, but I was not very happy for a while just thinking about that. Because then I'm searching like what in your body builds antibodies and how does this all work. And tonsils are one of the organs, are they an organ? Whatever, in your body that creates antibodies. So, I'm not going to think about that because it's over, done with. I did find a bronzer and highlighter that I haven't used yet. I think there's a highlighter. Oh, there's not a highlighter in here. Well, darn it. All right, so I've got, oh, this smells so good. I've got this Tarte Park Avenue Princess palette. We got that, is so bright. We got that in a Boxy Luxe last year. This is why I'm on a no-buy. I have so many products that I haven't used. I probably have a highlighter that I haven't used, actually. I could find. I'm going to use this. We got this in a BoxyCharm too. Moda brush. It's so pretty. And I'm going to use Princess Cut right here. To be honest, most of these look too dark, but I am excited to use these two. They look like they could be like just powders. I'm surprised that they have 2 powders in here and no, they're probably like baking powders because it says it's a chisel palette. Get it? It's diamond. Princess Cut. So I don't remember where I was at. Oh yeah. Okay. So I got, ooh, am I breaking out there? So we got through that part. Or thing. Did I tell you guys everything about that? So then like in 6 months, what they're going to do is they're going to test. I kind of like this for just like a light wash of bronzer, this little guy. It's so fluffy and fun. I don't really know what it's meant for, but they're going to test my blood again to see if I still have the resistance to those. And then they're going to give me vaccines that they give to old people who can't build antibodies anymore. So basically my body is not functioning well. But super excited. I'm on like another 3-week stretch of health, and that really excites me. I mean, there's less germs around in the summer, so that makes sense. And since I've learned that, I'm like my kids are washing their hands all the time. I'm like, do not bring a germ into this home. If you're out somewhere, you change clothes when you get home. I don't want it. Okay, let me see if I can find a highlighter that I have not used before. I just pulled up this pretty vulgar one. This is from, I think I've used it maybe once. This is also from a BoxyCharm box. So this is what we're going to use today. So now let's talk about all the food allergies. There were like 70 that I was allergic to. This is a whole separate issue. I don't know if you guys remember. You would have to be like a really avid watcher of me that I was getting hives all the time. We thought it was because of the flu. Then we thought it was because of an antibiotic I was on. And it ended up not being either of those. And I still had them at the time where I was going to get the immunology testing. So she tested me for foods. I'm allergic to like 70 different foods. She's like, okay, we need to do a elimination diet. Can I tell you how much an elimination diet sucks when you have like 70 foods on your list? I mean, the first 3 weeks, because the first 3 weeks you don't eat anything on your allergy. I'm using this Benefit Brow Contour Pro. Guys, I got this so long ago and I was so excited to get it because it's like one of those clicky pens with 4 different shades in it. And then I haven't even used it. Yeah, too many brow products. So like most fruits and vegetables were on there, most meats were on there, nuts were on there, dairy, eggs. Let me tell you what wasn't on there. Corn, gluten, and soy. These are things that I typically don't have in my diet because we eat a more Whole30 kind of diet at our house. We're just more healthy with our foods. Potatoes I couldn't have. So for 3 weeks I had to eat all this food that is horrible for you and my body wasn't used to. Oh, turkey, let me tell you, if I had one more turkey burger, I was gonna barf up turkey burger. So I've introduced about like 20 foods at this point because you can introduce one at a time for 3 days each. And I found eggs. I'm allergic to eggs. That broke me out in hives. And I did eat 2 eggs a day, every day, pre-workout, when I could work out, when I wasn't sick. That 3-week stint when I wasn't sick. No, we eat eggs a lot at our house, and I love eggs. I love every kind of egg. And now I can't have eggs because they give me hives. I am going to try them a little later on in the elimination diet just to see. And I'll try them baked also to see if it's different baked. What other thing? Strawberries. I think strawberries is another one. I broke out in hives, but not as extreme as the eggs. Guys, that was pretty easy to use. I'm not even very close to the mirror. This one looks lighter, right? This one's just a pain anyways all the time. Everything else I've been pretty good with. I think I have all the meats back in. Thank goodness I'm not allergic to those, except for fish. I haven't put fish back in yet, and I love fish, so I hope I'm not allergic to fish. I am going to take I've been using the brow, is this the brow setter? Ready Set Brow from Benefit, just to kind of keep my brows in place, because this little guy is just always all over the place. I could eat, I could eat beef for these 3 weeks. Beef, turkey, and you only want to eat so much beef at a time. I mean, I love steak, but that's not good to eat steak 24/7. Lettuce, onions, apples and oranges, almonds. I mean, it was like skim pickings, okay? And like bread and noodles and stuff like that. So I'm on a much more balanced diet now, which makes me a lot more happier. My stomach is a lot more happier. Okay, what do I need to do now? I think I'm done with my whole face. I'm going to go ahead and prime my lids. I have a new eye primer. So I do have the Essence one. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm going to use this for my eyes. And I am so excited for the palette I'm using today. I actually may not use very much of it, because I also thought, this is probably not going up until a long time, until into June. And I've got my palette of the month going on too, so I thought I'd pull that one in for a little bit of the eye look as well. This one's a little more liquidy than I like. I am going to be using the NYX Ultimate Palette. I want to use this lime green for sure, right here. And then I think I'm going to use some of the purples and then pull in some of the, where is it? Pull in some of the purples from the other palette. Do I have everything done? I think so. I'm just going to do a little spray with my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Oh, I love this. Is my favorite. This and the Urban Decay are probably the only ones that I will repurchase from now on. And if the Scandinavia Bridal Setting Powder is on sale, I will pick that up as well. Okay, I am going to start with this really light purple shade in the crease. This might get difficult talking to you guys while doing my eyes, because you know I like to explain what I'm doing on my eyes. Moving forward, vaccines I think is going to probably be it, and just being very cautious of germs. And then what else she was having me do, which does seem to be helping, is anytime I'm outside, I come in and I do a neti pot, which is one of those nasal washes. And then I've got a nasal steroid and a nasal spray just to help keep those airways clean and stuff from building up there. So that does seem to be helping so far. I'm going to take this one from the Hasina 2 Iris and just build up the crease a little bit. So it's been quite a journey. It's nice having an answer. It also is overwhelming having an answer because it's an answer that is I'm probably going to continue to be sick. Because that is just how my body is. Hopefully these vaccines and this other stuff we've put in place will help reduce that. I mean, when I've been healthy for a couple weeks, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is what it's like to function normally. I mean, I really had those 3 weeks, it was like, I don't even remember what this is like. I do not remember what this is like. I'm in a constant state of sickness and catching up, and I can never get, not even ahead, I can never just get to like an even playing field. So it's like, our house is always dirty, my business is always behind. Obviously this, when you're trying to catch up with those priority things, something has to give, and it happened to be this YouTube channel. I would love for this not to have to give again because I quite enjoy doing this. And I've been having so much fun since I've been back and getting reconnected with you guys. Let me tell you something else that gets overwhelming. When, first of all, talking about it anymore, I'm just over it. God bless my mom. She wants to know how her daughter's doing, and I'm like, I just can't talk about it anymore, Mom. I just can't talk about it anymore. It just gets, it's like, I just can't. I'm going in with this shade right here from the Brights palette. Is this what this is called? Did I even tell you? Ultimate Brights. NYX Ultimate Brights. I think I got this for like $10 or something. And this palette has my name all over it. So yeah, I get tired of talking about the diet. I get tired of talking about if I'm sick or how I'm feeling. I just get so tired of talking about it. Because really I don't even like thinking about it because it's overwhelming. So I just have to go on with my life when I'm healthy, and that has to be that. Something else that gets super annoying is when people keep giving me ideas or suggestions. Like, oh, have you tried this vitamin? Have you tried this? Have you had your house checked for mold? Have you this? Have you that? I'm like, this has been going on for 4 years. I have tried every single vitamin, every essential oil. And I've told you now what the problem is. So like, these things aren't gonna help my body build antibodies. I know everyone has good intentions. I know that, but when you're living it, it's just like, stop. So now you guys know, do I have a lime? Ooh, I do have a lime-ish green. I'm gonna use this Erin from here. I think this is as deep as I'm gonna go. Let me see if this purple, this is like the quickest. This one is a little deeper. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of this one. This is a super fast tutorial. This is Mohan. Just to deepen this out a little bit. I'm just gonna go and blend some of this. I'm gonna take the lightest shade from the NYX Brights palette and just blend right there. And then I'm going to take Iris from, I'm still holding this up for you guys, from the Hasina 2 palette and just blend that in the crease with those outer colors. Okay, I just pulled you guys in a little bit more. Sorry if you were so far out there. I'm going to go in with the lime green, lime-ish green from this one. This is Erin. And I'm gonna finish this look up before we're done. Is that even a lime green? That might be more of a Kelly green. As in, it's gonna look nice and cohesive before I'm done with it, okay? I know it looks a little hodgepodge right now. Let me see really want like a lime green. Yes. Okay. Here's what I've got. I've got Python green and mellow yellow. Let me see which one I like better. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. This is Spring Fever. This is Coastal Scents. And I'm going to use this green from the palette here. We are just kind of pulling from everywhere. I'm making a big old mess. Does this have a lime green in it? Ooh, wait a second. Oh, yes. This is what I'm using from the Weekend Festival palette. This is Neon. Okay, I got it. I got it, guys. I'm going to use the one from the lime green from this one, and then I'm going to use the Python Neon from that one. Where did that brush go? Okay, so I'm going to go over this darker green with this green from the Brights palette. And actually, I kind of like that at an angle. Okay. Scratch. We need some white base here. And since I've got my long nails on, I'm going to go in with a brush to put a white base down because I want these lime greens to really pop. So I've got my NYX white base. Okay, I don't even remember where we were at. This is not a cut crease, guys. This is just, I just need that to pop. I mean, to summarize, I'm just trying to live my best life here, you know? Move on keeping on. You do what you can do. And get ready for the next round of sickness is basically what, you know? Can't do anything else. I'm so glad I put that white down, and I'm glad I switched what greens I was going to use. How beautiful. Obviously, we've got some blending to do. I love this one for doing the shimmers on the inner corner. This is the detailer brush from Real Techniques. I'm sure this was in a kit. I don't know if you can buy it on its own or not. I'm going to take my Ready Set Radiant spray and I want to pull this up onto part of that crease so it gives me that angle. See what I mean? There's kind of like an angle here. Gorgeous! Oh my goodness. I am so excited about this look. I'm going to need to film something else today. What do I need to film? You know what I need to film is an update on my project pan and my 9 and 19 wish list. Brands I want to try. Now I'm going to go and blend in where these meet with the lime green from the Brights palette. I'm going to blend in both on the purple side. And can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. Just really want all that to blend. It's not as pigmented as I would have liked it to be. I think I'm going to use a pencil brush. This is a very all over the place video, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to take my pencil brush and I want to take the Iris from the Hasina 2 and I'm going to pull that into the crease right above here. Got kind of lost with those greens. I picked up this, I've got this Tarte Rush liner. I got this in my recent haul as well. I'm going to use this on the tight line just to see how it works. I think it's too skinny for the tight line. Let's see. I don't really want black on the waterline today. Okay, scratch that. We're not using this. Now I'm kind of like, what do people want this skinny thing for? That was its claim to fame, is it's like 4 times smaller than all other ones. I've got my Urban Decay Slide On Glide On. I'm going to tight line that. Next, I am going to use my Kat Von D tattoo liner. I got this in the birthday Sephora gift, and I just have kind of been wanting to try it. I know nobody likes her, but I still want to try it. This is a brush tip. It looks amazing. It looks amazing, okay? I'm just going to do a little bit about it on camera, and then I will do the rest off because I can't talk to you while I'm doing liner, so it might be kind of boring, and I don't know how to put music into my video, so. Okay, not gonna lie, really like that liner. I'm not even sure if I was in frame for that. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and I'm gonna do some mascara, find a liner, and I will be back. I am back, and what did I decide to do? I finished it off with this Lashcraft Big Volume Mascara from Sephora. I have gotten so many of these in Sephora boxes or free samples, whatever, and I have never tried it. Love it. Love it. Do you see? Like my lower lashes look so good too. Loving it. Okay, what else did I do? I really wanted to use this liner. This is Boots from ColourPop. But guess what? This one's dried out too. If you've seen none of my videos for the past couple weeks, I'm getting really tired of all the ColourPop liners that are drying out. That's number 3 for me. So I put on, you know what I just ordered though? It's not in yet. It'll be in probably by the time that this video is up. Some of the LA Girl Shockwaves. They have got some bright matte ones out. Cannot wait to try those. I put on Crybaby. So it's just kind of like a whiter purple color. More of a lavender. It's fine. Let me put on one more coat of this. I wasn't going to put, I don't think you need lashes with this. This mascara is so good, but this look is so fabulous. I feel like we need some lashes for it. So I am going to put lashes on. Ooh, you know what? I'm doing a red lip. I would probably put a purple or nude lip with this typically, but I really want to try this Real Her lipstick that we got from a Macy's box, and it's red. So let's see. Beautiful. Look how pale my other lip is compared to that. That is really pretty, you guys. It doesn't look bad with this look either. I mean, that is so pretty. This would be such a gorgeous lip for like going out with a really bold neutral eye. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. And I mean, the formula is very comfortable. Obviously, I don't know anything about its wear time. I got to keep checking my teeth or I'm going to have red all over my teeth. But it was easy to apply. It obviously has that sheen to it. That's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Okay, let me go ahead and put on some lashes and I'll be back to show you the final look. Done with this look. I feel like I've been doing this look for 5 years now. The lipstick does have a little bleeding, it seems like, so definitely I would wear a liner the next time that I wear this. I put on the House of Lashes in Temptress. These were from a BoxyCharm. I have found so many lashes I love from BoxyCharm boxes, but yeah, loving it. These are some big lashes, and I think they look great with this look. So that is, I think that's everything, right? Oh, I know what else I wanted to do. I wanted to put a little bit of highlight in the inner corner. I was going to take, this is Spirit from the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival. And it's got a little purple shift, so I thought it would look good with this purpley. And this is actually, this brush is a painter's brush from Michaels. You can get some really small little detailer brushes in the painting section at Michaels. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this video. I hope it wasn't too back and forth all over the place, but I'm pretty sure it was. I would love to know if you've tried any of these new products to me today and what you think of them so far. I mean, I am pretty loving everything. Even this foundation, I was a little worried it was going to be too dewy, but it sets It sets up very nice on the skin. The blush, super pretty, and loving the eyeshadow. I'm not sure how pigmented this is on its own. I'm thinking maybe I'll do a palette bingo with this so I can use just that one. But I had in mind I wanted to do this kind of look today, so I needed to pull in some other ones. Don't forget to enter the giveaway before you leave. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.